Have you seen the latest trailer for The Marvels? It's not pretty. It's nothing like the first one where we looked at it and said, well, that's better than we expected. No, this second one is filled with more shrieks, more squeaks, and well, that's from the audience, not even from the trailer itself. But even worse, for Marvel and the MCU, they're supposed to have a big show that is leading into all of this. Secret Invasion with Samuel L. Jackson back as Nick Fury. There's just one big problem. Secret Invasion continues to be a secret because nobody is watching this thing. All right, folks, we're so glad you are here for this video. Unlike the fact that people aren't tuning in at all for, well, Secret Invasion. This channel is no secret, and you can help us stay that way by clicking the like button, share, subscribe, and when you click it, you stick it to the algorithms, it's the notification bell. Poor Secret Invasion, though, it's not getting many thumbs ups. No, it's getting no peeps at all. No eyeballs on that show, and that's a real problem for the Walt Disney Company and for Marvel at large because, well, they need people to be excited about the Marvels. It's their big movie for the fall, for the winter, and the issue here is, unlike the Winter Soldier, this thing has no legs. What is going to happen if nobody cares what happens inside Secret Invasion? Nobody knows what's going on, and could we be looking at another Indiana Jones, the Dial of Destiny situation for this fall for Disney? It all comes down to the ratings with Secret Invasion, and Nielsen had something very big to say. Here we go right now. We have speculated this was going to happen, but we now have it in evidence. So here's what we've got. Take a look at this list. Of course, this is a subcategory on Nielsen, just releasing in the last few moments. Subcategory, this is not the overall top 10. This is simply the top 10 for original programming on streaming services. All right, so let's take a look. Number 5, Disney Plus. This is our very first look at how poorly Secret Invasion is doing, and it came in at 461 minutes in the millions. We'd heard out of Samba TV, which make of that what you will, but we had heard that this was not going to be doing well. Now we are seeing this is quite poor in comparison to where we would expect a Marvel show to be, and we are currently looking up to see where this lands in terms of prior openings. Did it beat Miss Marvel? If it didn't beat Miss Marvel, then wow, this is this is something. So, guys, thoughts on this one opening to such a low number right off the bat? Any shock here? I think actually the numbers will go down over time for Secret Invasion. No, this is Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson. So,
I think a lot of people have jumped ship on the whole Marvel thing, and people's interest has just plummeted.
I lasted one episode and I was out.
Yeah, I got to say, I saw that it was boring, and then I can't even remember if I watched the second episode. I got a spoiler review of the third or fourth one there, which I don't feel guilty when it's something is so insanely unpopular about spoiling it. So they didn't even get to the offensive things that happen later, the big, huge MCU changing things that I'm not going to talk about because they haven't made a show that keeps people's interest far enough. Social media is not talking about a major character change, at least 2 major character changes in the MCU, one of them being offensive on a woke level as well. Should I just spoil it?
It's not going to be spoiled for me. You can say it if everybody else is cool with it.
Chat, do you care if I spoil Secret Invasion?
Is it Barbie is a Skrull?
Juxtapose says yes. I don't know if they're saying yes, spoil it, or saying I don't care. Say it, please. Rhodey is a Skrull, and at that, a female Skrull. They made War Machine into a lady Skrull.
Is she red hair?
They don't have any hair.
So just to give everybody an idea of the magnitude of this fail, Loki came out at a time when there were about half the number of Disney Plus subscribers as there are today. Okay. Loki pulled in 730 million minutes watched in its debut episode, as compared to this with Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury as the lead, 461. So these lines are growing farther and farther apart. The total number of subscribers versus the minutes watched, they're forking, right? They're changing. One's going up and one's going down, and not the ones that Disney would wish to see. So there's your latest breaking news out of Disney. Yet another example of how things are going poorly. And Nick, when you were talking about how Disney is losing on all of these fronts, Jonas, did you send me the information earlier today that that there's another expected loss coming, or did I see that in a different back channel? Another expected loss for Disney Plus that is very substantial. Did you see that?
No, well, unless it was attached also to the Netflix gains article.
Well, that could be Netflix gaining 5 million subs again, Disney losing, Netflix gains. That whole argument about Netflix has reached market saturation. Well, it's got tons more subscribers than Disney, and yet it continues to grow and grow. So who knows?
Well, I imagine that was greatly enhanced by the password sharing cancellation and the requirement.
Yes.
So 5.9 million people showed up to pay that weren't paying before. So they were
absolutely
freeloaders. But are you referring to are you referring to the loss that Disney's suffering on Disney Plus content?
Well, I'll just go out. Folks, I cannot verify this. I'm going off of my memory of looking at something earlier today that I was only able to see briefly. Okay. I don't know if it's public. I don't know who put it out. But from what I remember, the number I saw was likely $800 million loss for this quarter for Disney Plus again.
That wasn't in the Slack, because I would have definitely noticed that. My goodness.
Well, I think it's in my queue for things to hit in the next few days on video. So, folks, we will be covering that. As always, we try to keep you ahead of the culture curve. So if that's the first time that's out there, so be it. And if it's incorrect, I will apologize. I don't often, put that out there that way, but I'm fairly confident that it's the number.
You are right, Pro. That news came out from wdwnt.com, where it said that on Disney Plus, streaming is expected to have hit a total loss of 800 million in the third quarter.
Oh, okay.
So that was reported on this week by Bloomberg.
Gotcha. So originated out of Bloomberg.
Yeah.
Now, so here's the thing about that.
Wrote that.
The entire restructuring of this company for Disney has been intended to reduce that number dramatically over time. If they have another $800 million loss quarter for Disney Plus alone, folks, that is another Disney cruise liner essentially sinking to the bottom of the ocean in terms of just the symbolism here.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what investors are going to do. I can't forecast that for you. But they've got until early August, until the next meeting. And if that's the number, I can't see this going well. So there you have it.
They're within a dollar of being under where they were at the bottom of right after. Yeah.
And folks, that's a wrap on another beautiful conversation here on the Pro Channel. We hope you enjoyed it very, very much. If you did, consider clicking the like button, share, subscribe, and when you click it, you do stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. All right, folks, we need comments down below. We care. We want to read them. We love seeing your thoughts, and we appreciate you being a part of this channel. An attitude of gratitude is what we attempt to have each and every day here. We remind ourselves how lucky we are that you choose to listen in. And we hope that we are doing well and giving you exactly what you would like out of what we do, that is explaining entertainment and keeping you ahead of the culture curve. Let us know what you think about Ms. Marvel, Secret Invasion, and the situation that the MCU finds itself in. And folks, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.